ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवत्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तं
यस्यान्तं
न
न
विदुः सुरासुरः
विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय
देवाय
तस्मै
तस्मै
नमः।
नमः।
न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत्
न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत्
अज्ञानां कर्मसङ्गिनाम्
अज्ञानां कर्मसङ्गिनां
ज्ञानाकर्मसङ्गिनाम्
जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि
जोषयेत्
योषयेत्
सर्वकर्माणि
सर्वकर्माणि
विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन्
विद्वान् युक्तः
युक्तसमाचरन्
समाचरन्
प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि
प्रकृते
प्रकृते
क्रियमाणानि
क्रियमाणानि
गुणे कर्माणि सर्वशः
गुणैकर्माणि
कर्माणि सर्वशः
सर्वशः
अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा
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 कर्ताहमिति मन्यते
भर्ताहमिति
कर्ताहमिति
मन्यते।
मन्यते।
Yesterday we saw this verse of Gita, I think 26th verse of Gita, and Bhagavan. Before this verse, Loka Sangraha topic is over. And in this verse, Bhagavan has advised particularly a people who knows, who have self-knowledge, otherwise a people who are committed to self-knowledge. Everybody cannot be, self-knowledge, but who are committed to self-knowledge. For such people, Bhagavan has given one advice, and we have seen yesterday, Agnanam karma sanginam buddhi bhedam na janayet. The meaning is ignorant people. Karma sanginam, one who always attach with different type of activity, as good as they are also connected, they are attached to the result of activity. For such people, buddhi bhedam na janayet. Janayet, withering, should not create any type of disturbance, confusion in person's mind, which are ignorant and who are attached to karma. And what should a people who know self-knowledge and who are committed to self-knowledge, for such people, Bhagavan has used two adjective. The meaning of Vidwan, really speaking, in whole earth, we can say only people like Ramana Maharshi, even Pujya Swamiji, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, they are very, very few people who are totally know who they are. One who know who I am, such people are very few. But there are many people who are committed to Vedanta, who are committed to Gnanam. All people are considered as a Vidwan, who are committed, and plus Yuktaha, they always connected with their own nature. All such people, Samacharan, they should do their all activity properly. Some means properly, Acharan, their activity, and what they should do, Sarva Karmani Joshaye. A people who are interested in some, if in activity, then this scholar, Jnani, should encourage them. They never disappointed by telling them why you are doing such silly thing. Don't tell them like this, but they should encourage. If some people comes to, if some knowledgeable person, and if they say, I would like to start new business, if that Jnani, if that wise person say, there is no need to start a new business because everything is Brahman. Why should you start? You are just wasting your time. So it's called Buddhi Vedam Janayat. Because this person doesn't know who is self-knowledge. What is the meaning of self-knowledge? Who am I? They are totally ignorant. So should na janayat, but in contrary, joshayat. They should encourage all type of karma, different type of karma. They should encourage. Only they can give the advices. Whatever you do with values. Whatever you do with devotion to Ishvara. Whatever you do with all dharmas with you. Just then do joshayat sarva karman. That we have seen. Otherwise, again, confusion will come. That's why Bhagavan says, you should not generate, you should not create any type of confusion in anybody's mind. What I have said yesterday, it was 100% correct. There are many Vedantic teachers. They say, now Brahman is all pervading. What is the need of keeping Vigraha, Ishtadeva Murti, in front of you in your altar? You just throw it away. It is called Buddhi Vedam Janai. They confuse the people. All people are not level of Nachiketa. They need something to hold on. That's why they need Vigraha, like Rama, Krishna, whatever they like. Then if they are mature, then it's okay. That's why whatever they are doing, everything is fine. Just encourage them. That Bhagavan says, and now Bhagavan has changed the topic again. That yesterday I have said, still I have written herein, there are two types of people in the world. One is considering as ignorant people. One would they don't know who am I. And there are many people, in spite of knowing who am I, they are doing activity what other ignorant people are doing. So all are coming in one category only. One are ignorant and one are more ignorant. And one who is wise person, we can call is one who has self-knowledge, like Shankaracharya, like Ramakrishna, Puja Swamiji, all are considered as a wise person. They both are doing activity, but why both are doing activity? So I just compare each other. Ignorant people doing activity, they perform karma, action for happiness. We can ask each and every people why you are doing such activity. Then they say, I am doing for happiness. If I will do, I will become happy. So mostly people are doing all type of action, nothing but only for happiness. Still wise person also doing all different type of activity. Why? They perform karma out of happiness. Because they are happy, that's why they are doing. Ignorant people, they are doing all karma yoga activity for what purpose? Purification of mind. Chitta Shuddhartham. All people are doing different type of activity. Wise person are doing activity for which sake? Then we can say Loka Sangraha. What we have seen the topic before. Loka Sangraha means to protect the people so they cannot live a wrong life. That's why for Agnani people, ignorant people, life is struggle. We always say it is very struggleful life. But for wise person, that's why I say the each and every activity is like a play. Generally in Bhagavatam, they use a word lila. Lila means play. And which type of play, you know? Generally, the meaning of play is there is a one tournament. Suppose it's football tournament, and one team is already secured the point they need to be win. But still they are playing because they have to play some game. Then they are playing without struggle. Just they are playing. It's called playing Leela Singh. So both are doing activity. Now, yesterday what I have mentioned, before going to that verse, 28th verse, first we will see what we are and what is the given to this body. Yesterday also I said, in previous, before even 10 to 15 years, there was a bulb like this. So I don't know how to prepare a bulb properly, but still there is a bulb. I have prepared a bulb. There is an outer part of bulb. Inner side, there is a wire like this. We used to say it's a tungsten wire. And this tungsten wire is attached with electricity. Because of electricity, it lights up this tungsten wire, and when it lights up, this whole bulb also lights up. So there is a three things in one bulb. One is called outer part of bulb, another is called tungsten wire, means inside part of bulb, and third one is called electricity. What is the function of electricity? Is it lights up the tungsten wire, nothing else. There is no involvement of electricity in tungsten wire as well as a bulb which is outside. Nothing. Same way, this body is given to us. I don't know, you people may have heard Paramarthanandji, Chennai Swamiji. He is well famous. He used to ask always one thing. He used to ask, he raised his hand and he asked, what is this? And what we will say, this is hand. Then he says, only hand you are seeing, or you are seeing hand plus something? Then generally people say, there are fingers, there are palm, there are even lines inside the palm. Still he keep on asking, still you are seeing anything? One who is keep on listening, Swamiji, they can say, we are seeing two things. One is head, and another thing is a light, a rays of light which illuminate this head. Without light, how can we see the lamp, this head? So always we are seeing two things. So that's why I have showed this thing. He says, we are seeing not only this hand, but we are seeing two things. This light plus this hand. But which is very, very, very common. We are daily use, we miss. Always this is very common, we miss. But it is something is different, it is always be noticed. So light is always there. When we wake up, light is there. So we never notice light. But because of light only, we can see the head. Then he starts to explain what is the relationship between this light and head. This simple head. So he always used to teach 4 points. The relation between the rays and the relation between head. So first topic is, this light is not a part, it is a not product, and it is not property of the hand. Because light is different, hand is different, there is a no, light is not born out of hand. Light is a not property of the hand, and light is not a part of the hand. This first. Second topic is, point is, light is an independent entity. It's totally different entity. Only what its job, what its function is light up the lamp, this hand. The light is light up the hand, is a second topic. Third topic is, this light is not limited the boundary of the hand. Light is all pervading. This hand is limited. in one place, but light is all pervading. So light is not limited the boundaries of the land because light is everywhere. This is the third point. And now fourth point, if this hand is removed, suppose, then what will remain? Light will be there only. So when hand is removed, still the light rays will remain. So this 4 point, now we can compare with us. So he says, Bhagavan has given this human body to us. In human body, there is a one part is called consciousness. This consciousness, what we are given, is not a part, is a not product, and it is not property of this body. A consciousness is a not part of the body, it is a not one type of part of the body, and it is a not property. We can say the bank balance, even asset, is my property. But we can't say a consciousness inside my body is my property. It's totally different. So first is consciousness is not a part, is not a product, and it is not property of the body. Second point is, what is same? Light is independent entity. Same way, consciousness is totally independent entity. And what the function consciousness does to this body, so just it enlivens the body. It just leaves the body and make the body live. So what is the job of consciousness? It totally different, independent. And what the job of consciousness is, they just make body live. Second point. Third point is, consciousness is not limited by the boundary of the body. So we can say out of this hand boundary, consciousness is there. The answer is yes, because consciousness is not limited. It is all pervading. That's why the fourth is, the consciousness is not limited by the boundary of the body. Pujya Swamiji used to say, if you remember, if a bullet of the one gun, it passes through 2 fingers, then we say we are saved, because we think between 2 fingers we are not available because we are always bound by our boundaries. But really speaking, consciousness is not limited by the boundaries of the body, being all pervading. The third, and what is the fourth is, now, like if hand we remove, still light will be there. Same way, if body dies, still consciousness will be there. And who we are mere body, or we are a consciousness. Really speaking, we are only consciousness. This body is given a gift to us. That's why I have drawn this bulb. Like, what is the job of this electricity? It just light up the wire and bulb is become a light up. Same way, if we keep here body, so this electricity we can keep as a consciousness is just live up. Because of the presence of consciousness, whole body, even subtle body becomes live. But it doesn't mean the consciousness is a product and property of the body. This is the main thing. And now, yesterday I also said, today again I will say, we are a mixture of 2 things. This body, which is given to us, is a mixture of 2 things. What is the name of 2 things? So what we say is a consciousness, the main thing. And another thing is, we are a mixture of inert. So the consciousness is called Atma, general name. Somebody says, I don't like to hear the name of Atma. There are many people. There is a one doctor in our Porbandar city. She says, I hate Atma. I don't like to word Atma. I say, this is your own Swarupa, but say, but I don't like this word, Atma. But really speaking, the meaning of Atma is, which is all pervading. Simply is called Atma. So Atma means consciousness. But Anatma is inert. So when we are mixture, so in us, in this body, consciousness is also there. At the same time, inertness is also, we call it Jada, is also there. This consciousness, which is available in this body right now, really speaking, is infinite. It's all pervading. In Sanskritam, it says, Vyapakaha, all pervading. At the same time, the body is given to us. This body is limited. Maybe 5'5", 5'6", 5'10", 6, whatever. But this is a limitation of this body. So this Vyapakaha in Sanskritam, we can say, is Alpaha, highly limited. This consciousness is eternal because it is not bound by time. In Sanskritam, that's why it's called Nityaha. Whenever this word will come, Nityaha means it is not bound by time. When we ask, okay, at what time you born? When? Always connected with time. When you will come? When will you go? So is it connected by time? But this consciousness is not connected by time. That's why it's always eternal. While in another, this body is not eternal. It will go, it will die. It's called anityaha. It is not eternal. This consciousness never undergoes any type of modification, even no change. Remain as it is. There is a one name also, Kutastaha. Means it doesn't go any type of modification. In Sanskritam, it is called Nirvikara. It doesn't go under any change. While this inert, what body and our subtle body is modification, savikaraha, keep on changing. They are keep on changing. This consciousness is our real nature, Swarupam. While this body is called incidental nature. In Sanskritam, it is called Agantukaha. The meaning of Agantuk means arrival is there, then departure is also there. It's called incidental. If body is born, then definitely this body has to go. It's called the body is incidental nature. We are not body. The another name of consciousness is called Purushaha. The meaning of Purushaha is Purayati Sarvam. I used to say Purayati which is fill up everything with consciousness, is called Purusha. Purayati Sarvaha, while this inert thing, technically it says is a Prakriti. It is a Sankhya Darshan language. Consciousness they call as a Purushaha, while this body and subtle body is called Prakriti. This consciousness doesn't have any type of guna, adjective. There is a no lakshana. It's nirgunam, while this Prakriti is always gunatmika. It is three guna. It will come sattva, rajas, tamas, but it has three guna, and this Prakriti is called in this body, gross body and subtle body. Now somebody is asked to which you will what you are in this body. Are you consciousness or are you simple inert? Definitely we will say I am not inert, I am consciousness. But being a mixture, we think even inert available thing in our body and subtle body is my consciousness also. So this is the classification of mixture of in our body. Is very important. One has to be, it need not to remember it, but need to understand the consciousness is Atma. This inert thing in our body is called Anatma. Consciousness in this our body, in spite of living in this body, is all pervading, while the body and mind is limited entity, is Alpaha. This consciousness is eternal, while this body is not eternal. This consciousness doesn't go any change, while this always undergo different type of modification. It's called Savikaraha. This consciousness is our real nature, which never change, while this body is incidental nature. It will come and go. That's why if it's real nature, no, we will, if we are born as a child, we have to remain as a child only if we are real nature. But we always vardate. So this body is our not real nature. This consciousness, technical language, is called Purushaha, while the inert technically is called Prakriti. This Chaitanya Tattva consciousness is Nirgunam. It doesn't have any type of guna, while this Prakriti is always Gunatmika. It has three type of guna, and this inert in our this body is gross body and subtle body. Now in this verse, one word will come, Ahankar, Agnani, ignorant people. Who is ignorant? We can't say one who has not studied, but according to scriptures, who is ignorant? So it is written here, a person who identify oneself with gross body and subtle body is called is the I, ahankari, and ignorant. If somebody asks, who are you? That person never says, I am all pervading consciousness. We will give our biodata. And this biodata is whose biodata? Is a biodata of consciousness or a biodata of this body? And if we are giving the biodata of body, so this is not real biodata. So always we identify ourselves with gross body and subtle body. That's why it's called ahankari. In this word will come in this verse. That's why I'm using this ahankari. Aham karoti. Now what we have discussed, this prakriti have three guna. And what are the name of these three guna? So it says sattva gunaha, rajo gunaha, tamo gunaha. All detail it will come in 14th chapter of Gita. Need not to go in detail, but still gunatmika, trigunatmika, when we say, the meaning is our prakriti, our this body is made up of all three guna. Generally, when we have predominant sattva guna, then we would like to know more things. We would like to explore more things. Then we can understand now sattva guna is predominant. Sattva guna is more. Same way, if we are highly active, we can't sit for even minute. We can say the rajoguna is more predominant. In same way, we are dull. If we think I am not interested, then we have to understand now tamoguna is predominant. So the meaning is all three guna are available in our body. This gross body and inner body, our subtle body is made up of these three gunas. And now more we will see in next what is given. So that's why I have written here, every person is a mixture of both. We all are mixture of both consciousness and prakriti. Means consciousness means purushaha according to Sankhya, even yoga. And prakriti means inert, anatma. And who are doing all activity? Consciousness can do any type of activity. I always say no. Why? Because the nature of all pervading. If I say the sky above our ashram feel bored, sometimes space, sky above our ashram. If sky say, I would like to go US, now I'm very bored. Being in ashram, Kuchdi, Porbandar is very small city. Now I would like to go in big city. Can space can travel? It cannot travel. Why? Because it is only one, all pervading. Space need not to travel, space cannot travel because all pervading. Same way, consciousness is also cause of space. Being all pervading, it never does any type of activity, while Prakriti, being three gunas, keep on changing, keep on doing different type of activity. So all activities possible only because of Prakriti. If I am speaking this activity, why it is possible? Because of Rajoguna. You are listening. The listening capacity you are doing because of Sattva Guna. So all activities are done by this Sthula Sharira or Sakshma Sharira. This gross body and subtle body, while consciousness is only doing one job, make it this body live, nothing else. That's why all activities possible only because of Prakriti, while consciousness mere and lives the Prakriti. There is no involvement of consciousness in this body. Having kept this idea in mind, now we will say 27th verse. Otherwise, we cannot understand this 27th verse. That's why I have explained everything. So what is Prakriti? Everything. Now, I have already chanted this 27th verse. Bhagavan says, Prakrute. That's why now you can understand what is Prakriti. Prakrute kriyamanani gunehi karmani sarvashah. Prakrute gunehi karmani sarvashah kriyamanani. Because of the gunas of Prakriti, all karmas are performed. The meaning of kriyamanani is are performed because of gunehi, these three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, and ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. One, ahankara means one who identifies oneself as a consciousness, but I am consciousness, but how much my capacity up to my body and mind. That person is called ahankara. Vimudhatma means one who doesn't have that discrimination power. He thinks I am a doer. Kartaham, I am a doer of this activity. I am a shrota, I am a karta, I am a bhokta. Is kartaham iti manyate. Now we will see the Anvaya. Prakrutehe gunehi karmani sarvashah kriyamanani. Bhagavan says, Prakrutehe gunehi. The Prakriti means that inert, that anatma. Gunehi, sattva, rajas, tamas. Because of these gunas, karmani, all our activity, starting from sleeping to running, whole activity, sarvashah kriyamanani are performed. But ahankara vimudhatma aham karta. We are not connected with being consciousness, we are not connected with body. It's like what if in that bulb, in previous time, bulb will go off. Then we say now this bulb doesn't work, it goes off. But when bulb goes off, it doesn't mean electricity also goes. Same way, here also, we are. Nowadays, we can compare ourselves with fan. In fan also, there are outer side, inner side in electricity. Fan can be, sometimes doesn't work, but electricity is always fine. Same way, this body may be undergo many change, but always our consciousness is asanga, is not involved. But one who thinks, I am this body, is called ahankara. That person says, aham karta, I am doer, iti manyate. He thinks, I am doer. Shankaracharya ji has written, Prakrutehe gunehi. So here the meaning of guna, even I have said, Prakrutehe gunehi means by the gunas of Prakriti, this is BMS, body, mind, sense complex. And what is the body, mind, sense complex? So I have just given. This gross body is made up of tamoguna. Just for glimpse, did not to go in detail, but still our gross body is made up of tamoguna. Our pranas, always we are doing anulom vilom. These pranas are made up of rajoguna. In our subtle body, means our mind, our gnanendriya, karmendriya, all are made up of sattva guna and rajoguna. So even our thoughts, if we are thinking good for others, so that thought is sattvika. If we start thinking what is to be done in this whole day, activity is rajoguna thought. If we think today nothing, I will do only meditation, then we can say it is sattvic guna. So our thoughts also made up of all three gunas. So if mind thinks sattvika, thought comes out of our speech is rajasic. So whole body is nothing but a mixture of three guna. It's called prakrutehe gunehi. So here the meaning of guna means our subtle body, our gross body is made up of prakriti, and this gross body and subtle body, karmani. Which type of karmani? Laukikani, shastriyani. The meaning of shastri means what is given in shastra and what is to be done in mundane life. It's called laukika. If we have to go in somebody's party, it's called laukikani. If we have decided, I will do japa, it's called shastriya. It's given in scriptures. So we are doing different type of karma action, sarvashaha, in various ways. Starting from get up early in the morning, bathing, up to sleeping. We are doing different type. Sarvashaha, all type of action are performed by whom? Prakritehi guni, all by this gross body and subtle body, not by consciousness. But who doesn't have this knowledge? It says, ahankara vimudhatma. Shankaracharya is written, ahankara vimudhatma, meaning one who thinks I am a body, I am a subtle body. There is again one technical word has come, karya karana sanghata. The sanghata means conglomerate, mixture. Again, meaning mixture. Karana means subtle, karya means gross. So karya is gross body, karana means subtle body. We may have questioned why we are calling karya karana sanghata. Because all karana instruments are subtle. They need something to be performed. They need something gross. That's why Bhagavan has given this gross body. It's called Karya Karana Sanghata. If electricity starts thinking, now I am an oven, I'm always hot. If electricity starts thinking, I am a refrigerator, I'm always cool. The thinking of refrigerator is totally wrong. Same way, if is a consciousness, we start thinking, I am very sad, I am very angry, then I am is consciousness, angry is belongs to only Prakriti. But when we think, I am, it's called ahankara vimudhat. It is very difficult us to release ourselves from gross body. Once, I don't know, but I have told one story of Bhartuhari. Anybody knows? There is one story of Bhartuhari. Have you heard the name of Vairagya Shatakam? Shrungar Shatakam? One person who was a king, Bhartruhari. He was a king of a very big state, and after some time he has developed this passion, Vairagya. He has given up everything, and he was a devotee of Parvati, Uma. So always he do japa of Parvati, not a Shankar, Shiva. So Mother Parvati always said to Shankar Bhagwan, Shiva, have you looked my son? He has given up everything. He has given up as a kinghood. He has given up whole state. Now he has become a sadhu. How great he is. Then Lord Shiva says, still he has needed to give up something more. So after some time, that Bhartuhari, who was become sadhu, he used to go for a bhiksha, Sadhu have two type of bhiksha. Just for your knowledge, one type of bhiksha is called madhukari. Like a bee. Bee from one flower to another flower. They always taking honey bee, always taking honey. Madhukar is called bee. Same way sadhu can go from one home to another home asking, Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi. This type of bhiksha is called madhukari, and one type of bhiksha is called ajgari. The meaning of ajgari is like a python. Python never goes out for hunting any type of his prey. Whenever something comes near to python, it just gulp. It never goes out. It's called the peculiarity of python. Same way some sadhu never goes out for bhiksha. They always thinking, if Bhagavan has planned to keep this body alive, then he will send someone to give me bhiksha, otherwise I never go out. So this king, what he has done, he was living on madhukari. He used to ask for bhiksha, but after some time, he has given up this type of bhiksha. He starts thinking, if somebody will give bhiksha, then okay, otherwise what is the meaning of to live this life? There's again Parvati has says to Shiva, have you looked my son, this Bhartuhari, how he is living on this python bhiksha? Still, Bhagavan said, Lord Shiva says, still he has needed to give up more. Still something he has to give. Then again he has planned this Bhartuhari, I will remain in Smashana, cremation ground. I will never ask to anyone for bhiksha. I will remain. If somebody come for cremating, for Agni Sanskara, then somebody will give me bhiksha, otherwise I will never ask for bhiksha. So again, Parvati has says to Lord Shiva, how you look my son, now he has stopped everything, now he is living in this crematorium. He is not asking anything. Still Lord Shiva says he has needed to give up more. So there are 4 days, 7 days, nobody has died in one when he was living in that village, and nobody has gone to that crematorium. Nobody has given Bhiksha to that Bhartuhari, and he was just, starving. And after 7 days, one person has come and he has given to Bhiksha to this Bhartuhari king, one who has become a sadhu. When he has got this Bhiksha, then Lord Shiva says, now we will go to test him. So Shiva Parvati, they both became a Brahmin husband-wife. They appeared in front of this Bhartuhari, and he is just about to put this morsel in his mouth, and both has says Bhikshan Dehi. He was also very hungry, Bhartuhari. Still, he has given whole Bhiksha to this couple. Again, Parvati has said through mind to Shiva, have you sent my son? How he is generous. Still he has given Bhiksha to me. Then again, Shiva says, still he has need to give up something more. Then Parvati says, what? He has need to give up more. Then Shankara says, now you just check what I am doing. Then Shiva says in the form of Brahmin, he says to Bhartuhari, you are also hungry for 6 days. We both are hungry for 6 days. Let we eat Bhiksha half. I am giving half Bhiksha to you. We will keep half Bhiksha and we will both eat in half Bhiksha. So they have separated Bhiksha in 2 parts. Then Bhartuhari starts saying, I have given up my kingdom. I have given up my wife. I have given up Madhukari Bhiksha. I have even given up this python type of Bhiksha. If I can give up anything, I cannot give up this Bhiksha also. Then Shiva says, this I have given up, this you have to give up. So always I give up. This I is called, is still connected with this body. I can give up. Is called ahankar. If at that level also person can be ahankar, so who we are. So the meaning of we are attached with this gross body and we are attached to this type of thinking. It's called ahankara vimudhatma. And these people ahamkarta. Bhartuhari was saying, no, I am a giver of everything. I have given up. It's called I am a karta. I am a giver of everything. If I can give everything, how can I give? I cannot give Bhiksha to you. This I, yena tyajasi tat tyaja, it's given in Mahabharata. Because of it you are giving, that last I is called ahankara vimudhatma. Iti manyate, they thinks. And what is karta? So I have written, if we think I am old, this thinking is called ahamkarta. If mind is said, and if we say I am said, then we are a karta. Means I am a author of becoming a said. If mind is angry, and if we say I am angry, then we are identify ourselves with mind. If we say I am a driver, if body is driving, I am not driving. But when we say I am a driver, so we identify our thing with body. So all level, even we are knowingly, unknowingly, we always identify consciousness with body is called ahakara vimudhatma. And they think with this body, I am doing everything. And this body being Prakriti is always undergo different type of changes. And this changes is I am. This thinking is wrong thinking, Bhagavan says. And if we are connected with this, then punah janma, punah mrityu. It will keep on going. So this is one type. Generally, in spite of having too much knowledge, it is very difficult to give up identification with this both body. But Bhagavan says there are still very few people who thinks body is doing, its mind is doing, but I am not doing. So in next verse, Bhagavan is compared with Jnani. What Jnani means, one who has self-knowledge, what they are doing. So Bhagavan is totally opposite of this ignorant people. Tattva vittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoho guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. This is a person. Who is this? So Bhagavan says, Tattvavit. Tattvavit means one who is know the truth of this body, of this subtle body, even the truth of the Jagat. One who knows the truth of the self is called Tattvavit. He knows the division of Guna Karma. But this verse we will see next time. But I would like to share one small incident. Somebody might have read Ramakrishna's direct disciples all autobiography. But there is one direct disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Hari Maharaj. His new name, Sadhu name was Turiyanandji. And he was appointed in US as a sadhu. And he was conducting whole ashram in US. And that sadhu has many students in his ashram. So one day this Turiyanandji Maharaj was sitting alone in one room and he was laughing. Nobody was there. Still he was laughing. So one of his students, she comes near to Turiyanandji and she asks Turiyanandji, Swamiji, why are you laughing? There is nobody around you. You are not talking with anybody. Still, why are you laughing? Then he answered his student. He says, I am now observing my thought process. I am observing my thoughts. In my thoughts, it is still angerness is coming. In my thought, still, sometime I am jealous. It is coming. Having seen these all thoughts is going in my mind, I am laughing. It's called, there is a separation from thought in this Turiyanandji. It's called Tattvavit. But detail of Tattvavit, we will see next week. Okay. Any question regarding this? Unmute.
Swamiji, namaste, namaste to all.
Yeah.
About last class and this class, there is a lot of common things between the Vedas.
All are freeze. Hello?
The Aztecs and Mayans, and they say when you identify with a personality, with a name, with a background, you lose your energy, you lose all your possibilities in order to support the idea of what you are. But when you release that concept, then you are open to the infinity possibilities. And they for example, travel with their bodies to long distance. So if you are in India and want to visit the US, you can do it with your physical body, because you get that much energy, then you can do whatever you want because you understand the life in another level. I see your video you sent me about the cremation.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it feels like he's still alive. and there are so many powerful men around him, and all the scene, it's really powerful. It looks like they defeat the dead in a certain way and in an energetical level. Perhaps I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, but that is.
No, it's good, no? You are sharing your thoughts with us. It's very nice.
So when you reunite what you really are, then the limits are the sky. You can do whatever you need to do. It's what I have to say for this class.
Very nice.
So, Swamiji, that Paramarthanandaji example you said is very key, because everybody misses the light all the time, even though it's the only thing there. I mean, without light, we cannot.
Very obvious, no? We always miss.
Yeah, Puja Swamiji used to say, we always miss the obvious.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, even if we, relate to the obvious, when we listen to these Mahavakyas, we always exclude ourselves from the, from the intention of the statement. We exclude ourselves. That's where the problem starts. Excellent. Thank you.
Anything, any question? No? Okay, no question, Priyanka? Okay. Shall we do Purnamati?
Om Purnamada Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.